good morning. I'm Dilip Thakore, editor of Education World.
Good morning. I'm Summiya Yasmeen, managing editor.
Well, here it is, part 2 of the EducationWorld India School Rankings 2025-26.
Yes,
In this issue, the
world's largest and most comprehensive school ranking survey.
Yes, the world's, but perhaps not India's. However, be that as it may, in part 1, we rank day schools.
Yes.
Divided into various categories: day boys, day co-ed, day girls,
day come boarding.
And this time, we rank India's best boarding, international, vintage, legacy, government, budget, special needs schools.
Yes.
That's why we call it the world's largest and most comprehensive school ranking survey. We rank India's best schools under 14 different parameters of education, such as teacher welfare and development, teacher competence, leadership, parents' involvement, sports education, co-curricular education, and so on. The idea being, and this is how we differentiate ourselves from the West, they rank schools on one parameter, that is academic outcomes. We rank them on 14 parameters because we believe that
there's more to education than academic excellence.
Yes.
So our parameters include sports and co-curricular education, competence of teachers, teacher welfare and development, students' mental and emotional well-being, curriculum and pedagogy, leadership, etc.
The idea being to make sure that children, which are the best schools for giving children a well-rounded, balanced education.
Yes, indeed.
So, which is a joy for children.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the idea of children having a joyful education is somewhat strange in India, but that's what we believe.
Yes.
It should be a joyful experience.
Yes. To tell you a little bit about our methodology, even though the ranking survey now is almost 17 years old, we still get questions about methodology. To quickly tell you, so the EducationWorld India School Rankings has been compiled by AZ Research Partners. It's a Bangalore-based
the compiler research sample respondents
database. It's a market research firm. They have interviewed 9,500 parents, teachers, educators, school principals, educationists across 34 cities in 26 states across India. So these are the sample respondents which have ranked and rated India's top 4,500 schools across the 14 subcategories which Dilip mentioned.
Yes, and the 14 parameters also.
Yeah.
And they're divided into subcategories so that we don't rank apples with oranges.
Yes.
So anyway, a lot of thought has gone into this.
It. And most importantly, also another distinguishing feature of our survey is that, we just don't rank schools nationally. We subdivide them into states and cities. So the magazine will have rankings of schools in the national, how they've done, in states, cities, and also what we call parameter-wise rankings.
Yes.
So now say, for example, for sports education, which is India's top 10 schools, day schools,
in
boarding,
each category.
International, day boarding and international,
Yes.
we'll find that information here. So it's a mine of information because since EducationWorld India School Rankings was launched way back in 2007, which is the first time any survey of this scale was ranked, most importantly, under distinct parameters of education excellence, was in 2007. And since that time, our primary objectives have been two. One is to enable parents to make aptitudinally suitable choices, admission choices for their children. And the second one is equally important, is to stimulate school managements and school leaders for continuous improvement.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
So
that's our cover story. Dilip will quickly tell our viewers something about what we've got. Mostly it is the cover story because, like we said, it's the world's
I just want to add a word about that. I urge people to read EducationWorld, especially our rankings, carefully. As you just heard, a lot of pain, a mountain of labor has gone
Yeah.
into it. Yet, nevertheless, we find there are many school principals and teachers who don't bother to read the magazine, into which we're the sole education magazine of this proportion in the whole of Asia.
Yeah.
So it's very important. It's like if I was an architect, I would like to read any architecture magazine. So I think it's very important to tell teachers and parents, please read this magazine. Let's have a discussion back and forth, debate on issues in education. That's the way to lift the whole floor of education. And as you rightly said, we rank only 4,000 schools. These are India's best, most well-reputed schools. But there are 1.4 million schools in India. So we want the remaining 99.0001% to also raise their standards so they come up to the level of the 4,000 schools ranked in our survey.
Yes, indeed. So that was our cover story. We'll quickly, tell you what we've got in store in our other sections. So as usual, we have two very interesting edits. One is, I think, very timely. It talks about how we can enable the rise of the Asian century.
Yes, let's make the 21st century the Asian century.
Yes.
Now I think all these immigration curbs and all springing up all over the world proves that actually the Western nations are not really interested in the welfare of our countries. So we need to band together and make the Asian countries, the Asian continent, as strong as it was less than 200 years ago.
Yes, indeed. And our second edit also is very important. It's on why higher education institutions must uplift their host communities. I mean, they need to get involved in, in the cities, in the societies where they are sited and solve the problems of their local communities, which
like
include
pollution,
traffic, city traffic, etc. They can't be, ivory towers completely disconnected with what's happening outside.
Yes, because and that's the way to build up your research capabilities, to use the city as your curriculum.
Correct.
Okay.
And in our education news section, as usual, very informative, incisive in education news from across the country. From Delhi, we talk about the NIRF rankings, which we think are unconvincing. And there's also another, storm of protest, which is brewing against UGC, which has come up with, quite a ridiculous
math curriculum,
a uniform math curriculum for universities across the country. I mean, it obviously presumes that, doesn't have much faith in India's academicians to prepare their own curriculums.
Yes.
Maharashtra, we talk about, caste-based quotas. And in West Bengal, the continuous slide in education standards which are happening. And in Telangana, an interesting story, Dilip, about a foundation being laid for a brand new education city.
Yes.
By the Chief Minister Revanth Reddy. Tamil Nadu, of course, there's politics brewing over the state education policy 2025. And this time we've also got a very incisive expert comment written by the US-based Raymond Ravalia and Sheila,
who are our correspondents there,
and who've talked about, with Trump and the changing face of immigration, they're talking about how US college admission caps, which Trump proposes to introduce, actually are not going to, reduce.
So draconian. Yes, not so draconian.
They're not going to actually reduce the number of international student intake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much as the president may try. Yes.
Yes. So again, a bit about our cover story. This time we've ranked boarding, international, special needs schools, government schools, philanthropic schools, and private budget schools. We're the only organization which ranks beyond private schools. We rank special needs, budget,
and most important,
government.
Nobody ranks government schools, which are 52% of all the schools in India.
Again, in government, the tables are very detailed. We don't believe in comparing apples with oranges. So state government schools are ranked separately
from central government.
Indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, as are day and boarding schools. So, like we said, mine of information here, different categories.
I think we should also tell our listeners that perhaps of all the categories, the parameter rankings are the most important, because let's say that you're a parent and you're interested in sports education, then you will get the number one school in sports education in across boarding, international, and
Yes.
and what are the three main categories?
Day, boarding, and international.
And this doesn't make any distinction between boys, girls, co-ed, etc. So these are, in my opinion, very valuable rankings for discerning parents.
Indeed. And to end, of course, as usual, our book review sections, two very stimulating book reviews we've done, and that's it. That's Education World October 2025. But before we go, as usual, we'll also tell you what we've got in Parents World for you. In Parents World, we have a very, very, I think, very timely and relevant story. We talk about how, the obsession of teens and young adults with looking beautiful, body beautiful, is dangerous and expensive.
Yes, you have to handle that issue with care. And we've got a whole lot of experts telling you what parents should do to save their children from harm.
Yeah, and how you can help children, especially teenage children, develop a positive body image perceptions, which is very important in the age of social media, when photos are being, when you're constantly on social media and people are, especially
you see,
teens.
The so-called body is beautiful, which are actually, most of them are sort of curated and morphed and improved.
1,000 filters have been used to, make that image.
Yes.
So all that is in Parents World, some very good, useful advice for parents.
Yes, well, that's all. We're going to keep it short and sweet this time. And thank you very much for your patience, and very best wishes for the new Samvat year, which is the Hindu calendar year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.